Hey, everyone out there in the Dace-tacular Nation. Fortunately for us, Dace is in Seattle this week, so I'll be taking over as host, yours truly, Patty McTitties, and a wonderful special guest that we have here this week is the infamous Zoidberg. So as we're waiting for the other three idiots to manage to get in here, I just wanted to introduce you to Zoidberg. She's the one we talk about all the time, the infamous lobster, and the one that we usually mention, but she never actually speaks for herself. So, you're going to say something or just sit there?
I like sitting. Lobsters like to move from side to side. I don't know.
We're doing a very bad time at stalling because apparently everyone else on the show doesn't know how to get their butts in here, and they're making my life harder, and I think they're doing this on purpose, and I'm going to kill them until they get in here, and Dace is probably going to kill us once he hears this show. None of them can even find the website. Yeah, they're on the podcast. This is what I deal with, people.
How can they not find the website when they go to it every single week?
Hey.
Yay,
it takes a little bit of time.
Okay, my bad.
Well,
okay, it's not an instant thing.
Frank's probably the most smarter one of all of them.
So, if you can't figure it out, we've got Frank in here now. The soon-to-not-be from Iowa, but still in there because he hasn't gotten his ass here yet.
That also takes time.
Excuses. Let's see how long it takes everybody else to get in here.
We're not even sure Gibby's alive, are we?
He was logged in. He accepted my request on Skype.
He's probably just listening and waiting for a good moment to show up.
Most likely. I like how it just automatically put you in there, though, Frank.
No, I did it myself. I wasn't going to trust you to pay attention.
You logged into the studio, you ass.
I sure did.
And I was paying attention. Thank you very much.
Still didn't trust it.
No playing around with the studio this week, Frank, or
Plus,
I'll kill you.
You need adult supervision.
I'm like practically your age. How do I need adult supervision? And clearly, you guys are the ones that need adult supervision since I was entrusted with the show this week now that Dace is gone.
Because you kept whining you didn't get to.
No, you idiot.
Yeah, you threw a tantrum.
Wait a minute. I will say right here and right now, I probably still have the text messages. The Dace told me he wanted me on the show because he didn't trust Gibby to host it by himself when he was gone for the week.
Well, see, and I just had one, so that's probably why he chose you.
No, he said he was going to give it to me no matter what.
Because I just had one.
Nah, debatable. I literally think we lost Nick. I don't think we're going to get Nick or Gibby.
Why would Nick? He's working at it.
He's trying, so, I mean, we can probably kind of be happy about that, but that's going to kill the majority of our show, considering he kills most of the time by going off topic so much. So I don't know what we're going to do, because none of them... Apparently Nick is having some technical difficulties.
Well, there's kind of a lot going on in sports. Your team is just giving up on everything.
Well, if you'd wait a second, let's go to the sports segment.
Progress. You have no power here. No power.
About sports, you follow sports?
Frank, if you don't stay out of the studio, I'm kicking you off the call.
I can get myself back in on the call. You have no power.
I will change the password.
You probably have to log out.
Apparently, Gibby's having some technical difficulties, too.
Oh, go figure.
What is wrong with
Can you call them in?
No, I don't have the Skype credits. So anyways, in sports news this week, as Frank was saying, Chip Kelly's lost his fucking mind.
You'd think I'd memorize Dace's card by now.
Well, if you can't tell, that means we get Dace's debit card a lot. Probably a bad move on his part. Gibby, you've done this plenty of times now. I'm not helping you. But anyways, yes. So the Philadelphia Eagles have decided to... What?
And Nick.
Nick, we got Nick.
Did I make it? Am I in?
You're
Yay,
in.
we got Nick
in
here, everybody. Thank God, the only person I really like. Sorry.
Yes. Somehow I had to have an account on Blog Talk Radio, and you guys are killing me with this stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I had to sign up for things. I thought it was just going to be push a button and go.
As I was explaining, it's only because I don't have Skype credits to call everybody in. Gibby still can't figure it out, if it makes you feel any better, because Gibby's done it before.
It does make me feel a little better.
Well, I told Frank he might have to help you get in, and he said if Gibby can do it, Nick can probably figure it out.
Well, I was kind of right. I mean, Nick made it and Gibby didn't, so...
Well, I'm also eating a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, so I was a little occupied.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Oh, nice. But, yes, as I was saying,
Getting that fiber.
for sports this week, we were talking about how Chip Kelly's lost his goddamn mind. Since apparently he's decided to release, let's see, McCoy, Macklin, who else was there? Freaking Foles. Well, I don't even care about Foles. I don't like him.
Yeah, but they traded him for a broken guy.
I understand that, but apparently, according to Chip Kelly, he doesn't really give a shit about his injuries.
But he can't play
now,
if he's hurt.
Well, apparently now they're not really interested in Mariota anymore, and everyone thinks he's batshit. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt for right now, because I feel like he has a plan. Until it starts looking
A plan
shitty.
to fail. Like
I'm gonna
blow
give him
this
the benefit
season
of
so they
the
can
doubt.
get good draft picks.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really am. No, because the Sixers already did that. They already purposely lost so they could get good draft picks. We don't need two Philly teams doing that. And the Phillies just completely uprooted their entire lineup.
I think that's Oakland's strategy. They're going to suck for like a decade and then just come out of nowhere.
The Raiders are always going to suck.
They were good once. Years ago.
I like you once. Not like just once. That's it. That's all. Oh, gosh. JC, get down. But, yeah, so, and then seriously, and what cracks me up is the fact that literally the only people that they are focusing on in all of this free agency and trading and draft is the Philadelphia Eagles. You don't hear about any of the other teams because Chip Kelly's apparently just gone batshit.
Well, that and, like, the Vikings aren't doing shit. They're just sitting there playing with themselves, watching this go on. They picked up Sean Hill, for whatever reason.
Do the Vikings... No one cares about the Vikings but you, Frank.
We needed a backup, I guess.
Yeah, but no one cares about the Vikings but you.
The whole state of Minnesota does. That's like 25 people.
The state of Minnesota doesn't count.
25 people at least. And probably North Dakota.
Yeah,
that's another 15.
And how many of them are related?
What does that have to do with anything?
That means how many, because they're all probably inbred.
No, that's the South.
That's
Keep confusing the North with the South. That's kind of weird.
No,
but even if they're related to what you're saying, like a family of fans.
The middle states and like the South are kind of all the same mindset.
Right. So a family of fans only count as one fan?
Pretty much. They're all
related.
None of them. I mean, the combined IQ of them alone, probably finally equals one person. I'm just saying, because it's the South and the Midwest. There's not many of them. There's really nothing to do there but drink and have sex, and after a while, they're going to run out of people they've had sex with.
I don't see where drinking and have sex is a bad thing. Maybe putting the two together does kind of cause problems sometimes, but...
Frank, let's be honest. When have you ever actually had sex?
Why does this turn on me? It's been a while. I've been drunk a bunch more.
It's funny. We were making fun of you earlier about what we thought you were going to be for Halloween this year, since you wore the penguin costume 2 years in a row.
And go on.
Allie determined that you're going to just wear it without a head this year.
I pretty much wore it without a head for most of last year, and probably the year before.
Cut off the arm.
That's kind of sadistic.
You could dial it up a little bit and be a slutty penguin.
I thought about that.
Slutty penguin, I like that. So can we bring you like a bikini and stuff?
Yes. After the penguin costume's dead.
Oh, that's right. You guys left it out on the front lawn, didn't you?
Yeah, it died.
So you actually have to buy a costume this year, and we still can't get Gibby? Seriously?
Did he just give up? He probably went on to play a game or something and just said, fuck it.
I don't know. I think we're probably not going to have Gibby this week. So if that's the case, Frank, you're in charge of Weird News with Gibby.
Oh, shit. All right.
You're the one who took it upon yourself to get into the studio, and I have to do celebrity news and sports. And I'm already pulling up the hockey stats now, which will probably make Dace even more mad because Montreal is ahead of the Atlantic Division.
Haven't they been ahead for a while?
It's still going to piss them off. I mean, I'm just saying. Someone help Gibby. Good Lord. Think I can call him? Let's see if we can call Gibby.
Get him play-by-play? Gibby.
I had to open it. I'm just going to let him keep. He'll figure it out eventually. The other thing is, apparently Buffalo got eliminated, so they have no shot at the playoffs. The Islanders are still ahead of the Metropolitan. Nashville's still ahead of the Central. Anaheim's ahead in the Pacific. And Edmonton got eliminated from the Pacific Division. In all honesty, I have no idea what any of that means because I don't pay attention to hockey. So
nobody does.
The truth. I don't know what we're going to do because the next segment is Weird News with Gibby, and he's still trying to figure out how to get into the studio.
I thought he was making progress. Progress?
No. It's Gibby. He doesn't make much progress except squawking.
Wow. Huffington Post.
So I'm going to play Gibby's theme, and let's see what
Boy, that escalated quickly.
He didn't magically spawn?
He what?
I figured the Gibby call would work there. His music plays and then all of a sudden he shows up. It's kind of what he does.
Usually, but I guess it's not working. I don't know. What are we going to do?
Well, I've got some weird news. I clicked on the first link I saw.
Which is probably never good.
Is headed to the slaughterhouse. Oh my god, that is it's a cute little bull. A bull with two heads is about to meet its maker after being sold to a slaughterhouse. The bull, which has an extra snout and forehead, was sold Tuesday at an auction for $407 at Mariba Sales Yard in Mariba, Queensland, according to the New York Daily News. The sales yard described the bull as an interesting bullock to potential buyers and pointed out why does this have to matter if you're going to kill it and eat it? That's my question. Like, if you're just getting ready to kill it, who cares how many heads it has? That's not where the meat is.
I mean, I guess it's just a weird thing. Like, they're just freaking out about it. Who knows?
But they're going to kill it. I'd understand if you're going to, like, put it in a rodeo show or a zoo or something. That's neat, interesting. But if my steak used to have two heads or only one head, I don't care.
Maybe it gives it a better taste. I don't know.
His steak?
Yeah, they're talking about a two-headed bull. Keep up, Zoidberg.
You eating it rare?
What?
I don't know. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
What does the preference of having it cooked have to do with how many heads it has either?
Well, I don't know. Who knows? Is Gibby in yet?
No, we still can't get Gibby.
I told him to cry. All right, moving on in other news. Maybe if my computer would move.
Well, here's one I found. A 13-foot the headline is giant dinosaur-looking gator found on Florida golf course shocks natives. An alligator estimated about to be 13 feet long has been calling Macapines Golf Course home for the last week. A massive dinosaur-like alligator found crawling on a Florida golf course has natives shocked. This giant prehistoric-looking gator has been spotted last week at the Mayaca Pines Golf Course, near the golf course, moving from one pond to another. The Englewood Club posted on Facebook. Another view of the gator on the course yesterday. What a dinosaur-looking reptile. You can see the legs on this thing, guys. It's insane.
Does it work
and
out?
The tail could kill somebody. It says
Aren't
the gator
all
is
gators dinosaur looking?
Yeah.
They
kind of their
are
thing.
at the same time.
Yeah,
the gator
kind of their
is
thing.
estimated
They
to be
are
about
dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Look at this. It says the gator is estimated to be about 13 feet long and has been calling the golf course home for last week. Its monster size has prompted a debate among social media users questioning whether or not it's real. Gators don't walk like that. They're walking like a human would. I bet it's a costume. I don't think it's real.
Is it on two legs?
Look, just look at it. The picture I sent it.
I'm trying to get there. The link is loading.
Is that I don't think it's real. I lived in Florida 33 years and never saw one this huge. That's what she said, Susan Allen. Others posted their own photo of local gators and proved skeptics wrong. They are this big in Florida. I live in Okeechobee.
Okeechobee.
What?
No.
No.
What?
and they're that big. They're that big.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
An even larger alligator called Big George has lived on the golf course for a decade before he died. According to Zada, the 15-foot animal and the one who seems to replace him aren't a threat to the golfers. We get them that big. We're known for alligators. This wildlife is prolific.
We get them that big.
That's what she said. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
What?
Did you see that gator? Did you see that?
He looks cute. Just chilling on the green.
Till he bites your fucking balls off.
I don't know if they're known for that.
Super costume about the costume.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's a costume. Oh, it's a costume. Well, then first of all, who has that much time to go parading?
Why don't you go up to the costume and see if it's a costume?
Yeah, right.
With your flesh cut open.
But here's what I don't understand. If it's really a costume, who has that much time to go parading around a Florida golf course in a gator costume?
It's Florida.
I do.
They do weird shit.
Nick, are you scaring the Floridians again?
Yep. I gotta get those votes in 8 years. The government ran out of work for me to do.
What is part of your political campaign to help rid Florida of giant gators?
Yep.
Exactly. It will be once they're afraid of them.
Exactly. I like it. It's a good idea. Although now your plan's been foiled and spread throughout the internet, so you're kind of fucked.
No one listens to the show. It's all right.
True story.
They will find it.
Somebody else is saying that besides me now.
When they're digging for dirt, there's no hole too deep.
Yeah, but it'll be 8 years.
They will dig, and they will find it.
I do like deep holes.
Again, that is what she said.
She likes deep holes? I don't know how I feel about this one.
Giggity?
So in other news, a 75-year-old attacked by a rabid raccoon strangles it.
Wait, can you say raccoon one more time?
Raccoon. Yes. That's how I said it. It's a Rocky Raccoon. Anyway, so back in 2012, a troop of Boy Scouts stoned a beaver to death. Huh. That's related, I guess. Anyway, moving on. It's worth noting the Henrico County, Virginia woman is 75 years old, and the raccoon was confirmed yesterday to have rabies. The attack occurred at the Richmond area Lewis Ginter Botanical Garden, where the self-proclaimed terrific animal lover was birdwatching.
Oh, we got a Gibby stalker.
Miss Overton was surprised by the raccoon and while studying birds in the tree.
Again.
Shut up. She believes it emerged from a bamboo thicket after being unable to shake off the violent animal, which had grabbed a hold of my pant leg and bit me at the same time. Overton finally took matters into her own hands. As I moved backward away from it, I grabbed its neck, and I knew that I couldn't get away from it, she tells Times Dispatch. If I ran, it would be the fastest then I would, and I completely See the whole Gibby it's his segment, so I'm reading like him. If I ran, it would be faster than I would and would just tear me to pieces. There's a lot of woods in that sentence. Just like Trish's mouth.
Yeah, you're sure it's just not you? It's just you being able to like not read.
I could be
That
having a
wouldn't
stroke.
surprise me.
So I threw it to the ground and I strangled it with both hands. Once the animal had stopped moving, she made her way to find help and was taken via ambulance to the hospital where she started getting rabies shots.
Don't you think she would be getting the... I really don't understand
What?
people.
Why? What? What are you thinking?
I don't understand people.
Why?
Because,
Where-
like, if she's, like...
Because she
how
strangled
does
that poor raccoon.
How does she get attacked by it? I don't understand.
It came out of a thicket.
But why wouldn't you run away?
She was 75.
No, then she's got to have a
at
cane
75.
or something. Like, defend yourself.
She strangled the motherfucking thing. Did you miss the whole story?
Clearly not good enough, and if it attacked her...
No, Jesus Christ, woman. Let me break it down to smaller words if I can. Old lady watching birds. Surprised attack by raccoon. She goes, shit, motherfucker. Strangles it.
Wait, in those exact words? Shit, motherfucker?
Yeah. Strangles, survives, a champion of old ladies.
A champion of old ladies.
Yes.
I'm sure. It sounds true.
Does that help now?
It's just weird. Like, why would you...
See, weird news. I win. Perfect.
I don't understand how you win. This wasn't a...
Because you just called my news weird, which is the point of this segment.
I never said it wasn't weird. I just said... Never mind.
But I
Just read the next one. Just read it. Just read the next one.
Man cuts brother with Jesus license plate.
Nice.
Classy.
Yeah. Point Marion, Pennsylvania. State police say a man has thrown a Jesus vanity license plate at his older brother during a fight in Pennsylvania, cutting him badly enough to require treatment by paramedics. 45-year-old James Wiles of the Spring Hill Township is charged with a simple assault and harassment over the argument with his 47-year-old brother on February 24th. Police say Wiles is his brother. Do they not want to give his name? Anyway, was cut by the plate's sharp edge. Well, I would assume it wasn't the front of the plate. A preliminary hearing on the charge, technical lawyer. That actually is not as cool of a story as it started out to be. Like, I was really hoping for, like, more out of that. Just, yeah, he threw a license plate, hit in the head. There'll be a trial.
You would
on
think
30th.
Jesus would save him since it's a Jesus license plate.
Would you guys steal $85,000 worth of shredded mozzarella cheese?
Sure.
Yes.
Yep.
Got a gig or
Is
something?
it worth going to jail for?
Well, we're not going to get caught for that.
Are you sure? 'Cause there's a truck stolen on Sunday, and I would probably blame one of you.
You can just consume and then pass the evidence, and they'll never know.
That's
Exactly.
I
a lot.
think you'd be constipated. Doesn't cheese make you constipated?
She's got a point.
Take a bunch of X-Lax.
Ew.
Balance it out.
Uh,
You got to do what you got to do.
Now, by
You
shredded
guessing-
mozzarella cheese, was that in quotes or was it
guessing which
actually shredded cheese?
It's actually shredded cheese.
Okay.
Frank, you probably know a lot about being backed up back there, huh?
Not really sure where you're going with that.
Really?
I have regular bowel movements, thank you. I'm glad you're
But
concerned
Jimmy
about my
does.
colon, but
Really? You really have no idea where I was going with that one?
no, not at all. Hey, there's the $85,000
I'm-
with mozzarella cheese thing.
Something about
I'm gonna
Iowans
kick you
taking
out
it
of
up
this.
the butt?
I'm gonna kick you out of this call if you really can't figure out what I meant by that.
Look, missing $85,000 in mozzarella cheese.
He just keeps going with the cheese.
No, he found the article.
I know, but
Hold
I'm
the
saying he
cheese.
keeps going with it.
Thieves made off with a refrigerated tractor trailer filled with $85,000 worth of shredded mozzarella cheese. Bound for
why-
Hungry Howie's Pizza Distribution Center in Central Florida. Hungry Howie's. Let's go to Hungry
Florida.
Howie's.
But here's what I don't understand.
I don't think they have cheese though.
Why does he want the cheese so bad? Like, I just want to ask him that. Like, why mozzarella
I don't know. It's
cheese?
worth. The trailer is valued at $62,000.
Yeah, but like, why mozzarella cheese? Like, I don't like mozzarella. Why couldn't it be cheddar or American?
What is wrong with you?
It's not that good.
Mozzarella makes pizza.
Yeah, it's all right.
Pizza makes a happy
pizza.
soul.
Yeah,
I'm
pizza.
saying pizza's not good. I just don't like mozzarella.
But pizza.
Bite me.
No, you are definitely not pizza.
Not as cheesy for sure. Ah!
Actually, you're pretty fucking cheesy.
But 10 rules for a successful threesome. Oh, let's read that.
No,
A
Frank,
prostitute.
it's not your segment yet. It's not your segment
It
yet.
counts as weird news. It is weird news. A prostitute shares 10 major rules for a successful threesome. Our listeners want.
It's fine. Frank's muted now.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Our listeners want to know. God damn it.
We're going to spend the next half hour fighting over the microphone.
There's a random caller on the air.
Gibby, is
I don't
that
know
you?
if I'm muted or not.
Jesus Christ,
Caller.
is this the All Cheese Talk Show?
The what? All cheese talk show? I was going to talk about a threesome.
We definitely like cheese, but if you could add that into the threesome, that'd be pretty interesting.
It could be.
No, Frank.
Who's the caller?
God damn it. Trying to read about having a threesome. Keeps muting me.
Wait, Frank, we need to find out who are... Oh, they hung
You
up.
You just scared the caller off. Way to go. We finally get a caller in, and you ruined it.
Probably Frank Klein again.
You ruined it.
It's always Frank Klein.
It's always Frank. When is it not Frank? JC, get away from the computer.
What is the dog
It was
doing to you?
Dace. Dace called in.
Was it?
Yes, I just typed
It
it
was
into my
Dace.
phone. It was Dace. We know it's you, Dace. Stop hiding. If you can't join the show, you're not allowed to call in.
You can call in and join the show.
Wait, how did he get into the studio? I didn't accept the call. Frank?
I did. Well, you kept
Right.
muting me, so I had to sit here.
I'm going to kick you out of the studio.
I will come back.
I'll change the password.
I'll take you down with me then.
Why would he? I mean, whatever. He's an idiot.
He probably wanted to see how it was going.
You're bad.
Figured out because you were being dumb that it was going terrible, and he wanted to learn about threesomes.
Gibby. I thought it was finally Gibby trying to call in.
I would like to hear about threesomes.
Well, it's not Frank's corner yet, so we have to wait.
Oh, I thought this was part of weird news.
That's what I thought too.
No,
Sounds
it
pretty
does
weird.
not count. It's not news. It's an article. That's not a story. It's facts. Get it straight.
No, it's not really facts.
Frank?
It's a prostitute
Frank?
saying, here's how you have a threesome.
Frank, I'm over the mute button.
It's her opinion.
I'll kick you out of this call.
Fine. Texting woman hit by a train, but she survives. Let's see about this. Oh,
That's
she's
not-
black. Sheena Pena.
No wonder the train couldn't see her.
Allie!
Survives being hit by a freight train while texting. Lakeland, Florida. Police say a 27-year-old woman who was texting walked into the path of a freight train, was clipped and thrown into the air, but survived. Police say Sheena Kenya appeared to be texting Monday afternoon. Appeared to be? The first sentence you made it fact. Now it's just she appeared to be. Like she had her phone in her hand. What else was she doing? Anyway, appeared to be texting Monday afternoon as she walked around the crossing gates and into the path of a passing freight. See, she should be dead. This is how Darwinism works. You can't be stupid and survive. That's not fair.
I mean,
Anyway.
clearly you're still around.
I don't leave my basement. I can be dumb and survive. Police Sergeant Gary Gross told the Ledger of Lakeland, which I guess must be the paper or something, the woman, quote, wasn't paying attention, end quote. She suffered a compound fracture to her right arm, and her right leg was injured. But just, it had a boo-boo. We have specifics on her right arm. This site is terrible. She was taken to a hospital, but no additional information was available.
Lovely story.
Hey, you're the one that killed my threesome stuff.
Why is all the weird news from Florida?
Because they fucked up.
Florida.
Yeah, they are just weird.
Florida is just a scarier, more southern version of New Jersey and Philadelphia.
Okay.
Hey!
You can't deny it.
I didn't. I said okay. And I'm also scrolling through to find out if any of this is actually even worth.
A man once discovered a baby from a dumpster, only to discover that he was the father of the baby that was in the dumpster.
Jesus Christ.
Well, did he find it in his own dumpster?
No.
Sounds like Dan Ralph had some issues the other weekend.
Why the fuck did...
How to have sex in public without getting caught. Can I read that one?
In a dumpster.
That is for your segment, Frank.
You can have it in a dumpster.
Anyway, hey, anything more about the dumpster baby? Or was that really it?
Yeah, what about the dumpster baby? Or are you just going to leave it there?
Hey.
Prom night dumpster baby?
I don't know. It was just a headline.
Click on the headline.
No, it was like a headline on Tumblr.
Aww. Why would you?
So it's probably not even real.
That's weird. If it's Tumblr, most likely not.
It sounds like a good one.
Look it up. We all have the internet.
Hold on, I'm looking it up now.
Let's see if we can find it.
The 12 craziest and best Bloody Marys. I don't really like Bloody Marys.
Your segment, Frank. Yours. That's from 2010, but let's read it.
Anybody see the well, never mind. Not important.
What?
I'm skipping it.
Nope, say it. Come on, what was it?
No, I'm good.
Oh, that's
it would have
why
been for my
Calgary.
segment. It would have been for my segment.
It's Calgary, that's why. So apparently, a newborn left to die in a dumpster in northwest Calgary was saved by a man who only later found out that he was the boy's father. Calgary police said that the boy's mother told them she did not know she was pregnant until after she gave birth to the child. Allegedly, put the living baby in a garbage bag. Sometimes.
Or is there a limit? Is there a limit that you can be so fat you don't realize you're getting pregnant? Is that a thing?
Yeah, there is.
I hear about it all the time.
Yeah, hold on. Oh. Okay, we have to read that one. Where is it? So this 29-year-old woman's boyfriend said she had no idea she was pregnant because she was heavy set and always had a bit of a belly. On Tuesday, October 29th, the man said his girlfriend was complaining of cramps and illness. He told the police that on his return lunch from home, a passerby alerted him to cries coming from a dumpster. A girl said, "I think I heard a baby in the dumpster." With no knowledge at the time that this is my kid whatsoever, I went running over there, stood by the dumpster, and heard the baby cry. The man, who cannot be named to protect the identity of the child, told the Calgary Herald. I jumped in, removed the stuff, personally opened the bag, and uncovered all the stuff off. My first thought seeing the baby was disgust. I just thought, we've got to get this baby out of here, and I don't know CPR. The baby was immediately taken to the hospital, where he is reported to be in stable condition. The hospital staff said it appeared that the baby had been in the dumpster for about 2 hours before being rescued and was suffering from hypothermia when it was brought to them. The police questioned the man after the rescue and later that evening informed him that he was the child's father. It was the most shocking thing I ever encountered in my life to find out from the police is something I never expect to happen. But I don't understand. How did they figure out he was the dad? Did they do a DNA test? Like, what the hell?
No, they probably just like, hey, it's yours probably. Keep it.
Well,
Don't throw it in another dumpster.
The father said his girlfriend's behavior was perplexing, but he feels she needs help rather than his anger. I'm not mad. I don't know if it was just my demeanor, knowing that getting mad isn't going to solve anything and not going to help the problem, he said. I'm not happy with her, but I'm not angry either. I want to make sure she gets the help she needs. The woman is scheduled to undergo psychiatric assessment and is facing charges of attempted murder and failing to provide the necessities of life and child abandonment. Staff Sergeant Leah Barber of the Calgary Child Abuse Unit said that although the information suggests the woman was not aware of the pregnancy prior to birth, she believes there are reasonable grounds for the charges. The baby was put in there with no expectations to survive, where it couldn't be found, Barber told the media. There's always other options. Obviously, if something like this were to happen, 911 would be the first call I would make. According to the police, the custody of the child is being discussed with the Alberta Children's Youth and Services. However, the child's father told Calgary Herald that he hopes to gain custody of his son. The boy, by the way. I'm just going to try to be the best dad I can be. So if he wants to get involved with sports, be a computer geek, be the next prime minister, I'll do whatever I can to support him. I still don't understand.
But maybe when he gets older, he might want to live in a dumpster. Will you support him then?
But I just don't understand how what made them put two and two together to identify the child's parents? I don't understand.
Well, they're probably assuming that she's not a cheating whore.
But how did they... What, did they knock on the door of the entire apartment building and say, hey, did any of you dump your baby in the dumpster? Like...
You're wondering how they found her? Is that your question?
I'm just confused as to how... Oh, my Lord. I'm sorry. I'm just confused as to how they came across the fact, figure out that this kid is his. Like, did the girl come forward and say that she put the baby in there? Did they do a DNA test? Like, what could they have done?
So, yeah, you're confused on how they got linked to her. Because those two are a couple, and they're probably assuming she's not a cheating whore.
I mean, she could be a cheating whore. She dumped her baby in a dumpster.
She probably was a cheating whore. That was probably the cheating whore and the baby daddy's baby, and she's like, oh, I'm so ashamed. He can't know about this.
I just don't understand.
He's not noticing I'm getting fatter, so I won't say anything.
This just sounds like something Gibby would do himself. 12-year-old accused of second school bus theft in the past month.
Aw, shit.
A 12-year-old boy charged with a felony for allegedly stealing a school bus in the month is accused of illegally taking another bus out for a spin. The boy was arrested Wednesday morning as officers of Franklin County, Florida.
Come on, Florida! Florida for
Is Huffington Post just from Florida? I don't understand.
I have my own county.
Anyways. Pulled over a stolen school bus that was being driven erratically. Authorities say the student was behind the wheel of the bus, which was about 55 miles away from his home in Parker, Florida. How the hell did a 12-year-old kid drive a school bus that far and not crash?
He's got skills.
Apparently better skills than most normal school bus drivers.
Gangsta be real.
School bus drivers are fucking insane. Investigators say the adolescent thief allegedly stole his family's car Tuesday night, but ditched it after he stole a school bus at an elementary school. Oh my God, it wasn't even his school bus. He just stole a random school bus.
You gotta upgrade.
And he was
Can't fit many bitches in a car.
Oh my gosh, this
Imagine a bus full of bitches.
Better.
Bitches go crazy for a school bus.
Officials for the Parker Police Department told
I assume the kid was black. Was the kid black?
Oh, no, that's terrible.
But was he?
Racism.
We don't.
But was he?
Seriously, come on, really?
But if
Frank?
he was, then it's not racist because I'm correct.
No, that's still racist. Like
no,
do you think it's retribution for the previous bus laws? Now he's stealing one.
What?
They used to be segregated, and now he's stealing the bus.
You're terrible people.
You got to break it down for it.
Historical
fact
is not prejudice. It's just stating a fact.
It's still though, like you can't just assume that. Like you wonder why.
Frank proposed the assumption that he was of a higher melanin content, and then I just stated the historical fact.
Melanin content.
I may have been stating a fact too.
I just like the higher melanin content. That is the best way to not say that's racist.
That is the most politically correct way to say it, I believe.
I would agree with that. That is the most politically correct way to say it.
Anyways. So, the officials for the Parker Police Department told HuffPost that the student is being charged as a minor, but said the city attorney that they have the option of charging him as an adult. The child will be charged with trespassing on school property, grand theft auto, and burglary of a convenience. He also faces additional charges from the Springfield Police Department, according to the News Herald. Bay District school officials say that expulsion hearing for the boy will be scheduled. Junior high school age suspect will also be arrested June 24th after allegedly stealing a school bus for a joyride around Panama City. The wild ride ended at a Walmart parking lot nearly 15 miles away from the parking spot where the bus was last parked. For that crime, he was charged with grand theft in an item worth more than $100,000 and a felony criminal mischief. He was also charged with grand theft for missing student recognition device worth about $2,000. So this kid just likes stealing school buses. I mean, at least there weren't children on the bus. Then he would have turned into Dan Rout. No? Are you guys alive?
Because Dan Rout steals children?
Well, I mean, he's a little scary, and we're also a little worried. We also think Gibby's apparently not allowed near, anything that has children within, 20 feet. So, Frank dropped from the call. We didn't like him anyway.
Oh, that's good, because I was getting a whole lot of static, and it finally cleared up.
Yeah, it was probably Frank. It's fine. We don't really like him. The only problem is I was about to go into Frank's corner. So I guess it's time for Capitol Hill, huh?
Oh, that sounds good to me.
All right. Give me a second.
Secular Nation. We do not have a lot of news for Capitol Hill this year or today or whatever, but we have one big one, and that's about it. The NSA has been spying via upstream surveillance. Civil liberty groups, led by the American Civil Liberties Union, have filed a lawsuit against the National Security Agency. The suit challenges the suspicionless seizure and searching of Internet traffic. The plaintiffs in the case are arguing that their jobs rely on the ability to exchange information in confidence, and that the warrantless government searches undermines their ability to communicate with victims of human rights abuses and others. They go further to claim that the NSA spying violates the First and Fourth Amendments as well as Article 3 of the Constitution, which of course contains the freedom of speech, assembly and association, etc., and the prohibition of unreasonable search and seizures, respectively. Article 3 establishes the judicial branch of the federal government, including power and jurisdiction. The claimed violation occurs because of the, quote, absence of any case or controversy, end quote. The ACLU is concerned with the government's interpretation of updated foreign intelligence surveillance laws, which allowed for the collection of 250 million Internet communications in 2011 and the reported surveillance of 90,000 individuals on a single court order in 2013. The government countered by saying that, quote, upstream surveillance is covered by the 2008 surveillance laws. That practice includes installing devices in telecommunication backbone infrastructure such as network cables, routers, and switches, essentially allowing them to monitor all traffic at connection points to the Internet, primarily via telecom services such as AT&T and Verizon. In other news, we do have one more piece. I forgot about this. A little bit weird, a little bit politics, but an Alaska Republican representative, Don Young, suggests introducing gray wolves into the districts to combat the homeless population. The suggestion was evidently hyperbolic, but still a valid point. The districts with the highest homeless populations have 0 gray wolf populations. Removing them from the endangered species list and reintroducing them into society would eliminate the homeless problem.
So wait, is he also saying that because there's homeless people, the gray wolves are endangered?
Well, what happened was the gray wolves were put on the endangered species list, and so people aren't allowed to hunt them anymore. Essentially that's what he's doing. He wants them to be removed from the list so that they can be allowed to flourish everywhere, because right now they're in protected zones. And then the reintroduction of the new wolves will, I guess, prey on the homeless and use them as sustenance.
So he
wants to feed homeless to the wolves.
But
Let's
that's
do
like, oh my gosh, that's like, oh god, is he Republican?
He is.
No wonder.
So yeah, I think that's the best one. But Young has also suggested in the past that everyone should drink alone, because when they drink together, rates of domestic violence rise, and that lawmakers who undermine morale during times of war should be hanged, a point which he failed to bring up while Republicans were hurting morale by trying to stifle Homeland Security budget. Typical Republican hypocrisy. If we remember, we talked about that a little while ago.
So is this
anything else?
To be fair, when I drink alone, I only beat myself. So that's solid.
That could be phrasing. Anyways, so is he one of those like 90-year-old like congressmen that's probably more dead than alive, and that's why he says all these things?
He's actually only like in his 60s, probably.
So hi, Dace. What are you doing hiding there?
Welcome, everybody, to the 90th installment of the Dace Man Show. I am your host, Chris the Dace Man Dace, and we got a great show for you. Frank, hit the outro.
Well, it was a good show. Good show, everybody.
Dace, that was not nice. If you're going to let other people take over the show, you have to accept it.
Speaking of taking over the show, did you know that there has been a Bush and or a Clinton in the past 8 elections?
He hung up again.
He just likes to interrupt things. He specifically told me he would not be able to call in. I'm a little upset.
I knew he was going to call in. Are you kidding me? You really think he could let all of this go on without him calling in at all?
He couldn't miss your segment, Nick.
That's true. I do feel honored that he called in for my segment.
I find it interesting that every time your segment goes on, we all just be quiet. Like, we let your segment go no matter what, and we just listen. Did I go potty?
Yeah, I kind of got a potty. Yeah, that's important.
I could go for a potty break.
I have some potty. Zoidberg, you should probably keep your headphones in when you say things out loud. Oh my gosh. So now that Frank is sadly back, I guess it's time to go to Frank's Corner, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Following interpretation is brought to you by Taste and Good Form.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
We all are fine.
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Nobody can stay in the corner.
Down on the corner, out in the street.
All right. Well, today in the corner, in honor of Gibby, who is most likely dead, just drowning in a puddle of his own vomit and tequila, we're going to do some bizarre bird facts. I don't know how completely bizarre they really are, but
I'm so mad Gibby's not here for this.
But this tells me that they're bizarre. It's true, he's not going to get to learn about his family and heritage, and relatives.
Girlfriend.
But anyway, the Bassian thrush, type of bird, feeds by flatulence. Thrushes, including robins, are amongst the most average-looking birds. They are also among the world's most widely distributed and successful birds. How do you gauge a success of a bird?
The overall length of its species existence.
Okay, yeah, that's actually good.
So clearly Gibby's not the most successful bird on the planet.
These mid-sized songbirds are found on lawns and in parks worldwide. Looking, and not listening as is commonly believed, for worms with a cocked head, there is a species of thrush from Australia that feeds by using flatulence to flush out worms. So the Bassian thrush actually directs a stream of flatulence towards the site of a worm find. The gas apparently disturbs the worms and provokes movement. The otherwise ordinary-looking thrush is then able to effectively locate the worm and grab it for a quick meal. Producing gas on repeated occasions while feeding is certainly one of the most bizarre known adaptations of psychology and bird behavior.
So it's kind of just like a dude where it just farts on somebody and then like destroys
it. And eats it. I don't fart on my food before I eat it.
I don't know, guys fart on a lot of things to mark their territory.
Not to eat it.
What kind of guys are you hanging out with?
You assholes.
Not eating it.
God damn it.
Anyway, the blue tits steal milk. Tits.
Tits.
Blue tits.
I don't steal anything.
Your tits are blue? Is that the equivalent to blue balls? You just...
No.
Lacking a little? Gaby will help you out with that.
Gaby won't go near my boobs.
Blue tits are European songbirds comparable to chickadees with relatively close genetic ties to crows, magpies, and ravens. Despite their small size, these sociable birds are highly intelligent, unlike me, I guess, and adaptive, capable of complex behaviors and interactions with the environment. In certain UK towns, blue tits developed a novel feeding strategy at the expense of humans. Following milk delivery people, blue tits puncture the foil lids with their bills before extracting small amounts of milk from the bottles filled nearly to the top. Although the amount of milk taken is minuscule, serious contamination can easily result, because birds are gross. European robins are the second species of garden songbirds found to take milk from the bottle after they are pecked open. These species are far less effective in their efforts than the tits, however. Unfortunately, tits are poorly adapted to milk digestion, and there were cases where some have even fallen into bottles and drowned. That's a way to go. So
sounds like a party, huh?
I'm not really sure how the digestion relates to the falling into the bottle and drowning, but sounds terrible.
Sounds like a bad alcoholic.
Milkaholic?
I mean, falling into a bottle and drowning.
Like Gibby. Probably did. The beautiful vulture. I'm not going to try to say that, but the other name for it is bearded vulture, is one of the most distinctive and awe-inspiring birds of prey, frequently feeding on the marrow of shattered bones dropped from a height. However, it is not so much the diet of this strange bird, but its habit of dyeing its feathers in the interest of appearance that makes it so remarkable. According to leading research on the lammergeiers, there I said it, the birds are known to dye their feathers with natural substances. Hey, at least they're all natural. Beginning about 7 years ago. Or 7 years of age, not ago. 3-letter A words. Took a chance.
You really can't speak English, can you?
No, I don't like reading this long. It's tough. By immersing their naturally whitish or beige breast feathers, so they just shake their boobs in it, in an iron-rich mud and mineralized clay. Vultures add colorful highlights to their plumage, just like humans using hairstyling products. Vultures feeding on the dead animal products lack the rich carotenoid pigments. Is that how you say that?
Keratin.
No, there's a noid at the end. Carotenoid.
Anyways. What are the other ones that you were going to do that are probably more entertaining than this?
No, this was the more entertaining ones. The flatulence thing.
What about threesomes?
Oh, yeah. I think I lost that link.
Idiot.
Well, that's because we wanted bird facts, so I brought bird facts. I sacrificed threesome facts for bird facts.
We deal with Gibby enough. Why would we want bird facts?
Prostitute gives... Ooh, there's facts on that. Facts on threesome. Google search. Go, Google.
Go. JC.
That,
Destroy my computer.
The dog's like sitting on the computer, so if the show ends,
Nice.
blame the dog.
what is she doing?
She's like sitting on the computer.
There's a... God damn it, no. Not the one I want. What if I had in...
Comes back in.
Huffington Post. If you would have just let me do this when I wanted to.
Nah, but that would make life easier, and I like making your life harder.
But then you're making this very awkward. Very awkward for the listeners at home.
So, let's feel...
No. I'm getting there.
Yep.
Give me a second.
Yep.
Give me a minute.
Nope.
I'm getting there.
Nope.
I'm scrolling down on the page right now because I know where the link is, and I'm just going to
Fill
go
in
click the
the
link. That way I have it.
We're filling the dead space.
Hey, look, there's the mozzarella story again. Something about a raccoon. 10 rules for successful threesome. There it is. I'm glad you played the music because I found the story. A professional escort breaks down how to plan and execute a threesome that won't backfire. I'm a professional prostitute. Personally, I've had at least 15 to 20 threesomes with different couples, as well as my own boyfriend, plus one drunken gangbang. Right, drunken gangbang. So that's why she thinks she's qualified. Number 1. If your partner is pressuring you, either aggressively or passive-aggressively, to have a threesome, don't feel obligated out of fear they'll leave you. To draw a comparison, it's unlikely I'll ever be able to have anal sex with a partner. What? I've tried several times and was practically doubled over in pain. If your unwillingness to try a threesome or anal or whatever is a deal breaker, they don't deserve you and should be kicked to the curb anyway for disrespecting your boundaries. I don't see how that is a tip to get me into a threesome. That's a tip on how to not get into a threesome. Number 2, agree on boundaries beforehand. Like, is the other woman allowed to give him oral? If so, is she obligated to use a condom or dental dam?
Hey.
Is he allowed to penetrate her? How much lesbo action is the man looking for? There's a spectrum from just kissing and rubbing to girl-on-girl oral and double-ended dildos. If you're the third person, be sure to establish boundaries before starting and continuing on with your business.
Probably.
So set boundaries. That's still not really helping me get into the threesome. This is assuming the threesome's already happening.
When are you going to realize you're never going to get into one?
I can't even get a twosome right now.
That's
so I don't know how this is helping.
Lucky if somebody can even have sex with you.
Dude, my hand is starting to tell me it has a headache. All right, it's getting rough.
That is horrible.
I know, right?
You need to get out of Iowa.
I started using the lefty, to try to make it jealous, but it's not working because it just knows it's not as good as righty is. So.
Well, if you want a threesome, just use both.
I don't have enough dick for that.
Yeah, a couple balls.
I feel it's easier to make these insults before she gets a chance anyway. That's good.
Self-deprivation is high tonight.
Or maybe just a thumb up the bum.
Thumb up the bum.
Thumb up the bum.
Anyway, sounds like a fun night.
What about Zoidberg? Is she back?
Zoidberg didn't like that.
Probably good that people don't like that. I mean, I guess unless thumb in the bum's a thing that you do, I don't know. Number 3, set realistic expectations. Just how much are you two comfortable doing with this other person? Is one of you getting the short end of the stick? But is your partner expecting too much out of it because they're getting carried away with the fantasy? If it's your first time, acknowledge the cold feet could occur. A glass of wine might help break the ice. Usually, the couples I've seen discuss ahead of time whether it's going to be all about him, let's say as a birthday present, or all about her, she's bi and wants to let her play with the side of herself without cheating. So for him, it's a birthday present. For her, it's like, I'm just curious. Of course, it's not always about one person or the other either, in which case both people get something equal out of the experience. So sharing is caring. Number 4.
Hey guys, good news is, just to interrupt your segment because it wouldn't be the show if we didn't interrupt your segment. According to Dace, there may be a spinoff with me and Zoidberg called Tits and Zoidberg.
What? You get a spinoff and I don't?
I have been working for
Bullshit.
years on a spin-off.
Bullshit.
I mean, we
I'm
both
the
have
only one with a
boobs, and you
legitimate
guys don't.
segment.
Whoa.
The rest of you guys are just clowns, except for Trish. Trish brings some class.
Yo, Nick's
Really?
throwing some serious
Extra
shades
class?
right now, guys. What are you gonna do?
Are you trying to get into her spin-off? Is that what you're going for?
If she's getting a spin-off, I want a piece of that.
Yeah, all right. See, I knew there was a game plan.
I mean,
There's
I
always
like
ulterior motives.
anybody else, so I'd probably let him in there. See, look, Frank, you're still not included in the threesome.
Huh. Well, I hope you guys are taking notes then about, setting boundaries and stuff. And number 4, consider the emotional and physical ramifications. Threesomes are a great way to spice it up and enjoy sexual acts with someone outside of your partnership without cheating. However, what if one or both of you gets jealous? What if one of you ends up seeing the third person again, but alone and in secret? This happens all the time. Trust me, I know. And it's usually the man who gets a bit addicted and wants to do one-on-ones on the side. Oh, sure, it's usually the man, says the prostitute. Oh, bitch.
You're still just jealous you're not included in any threesome.
No, I've come to terms with it. That's why I drink so much. Number 5. Make sure the third person has some idea of the tone because they aren't as familiar with your sexual preferences. So, they don't know if you like the thumb in the butt. Are you going for soft and sensual or rough and tumble? Amateur porn crazy? The other person deserves to know, especially if you want to play rough, role play, or have a dominant/submissive tone of degradation. When a couple I saw as clients were talking dirty to each other, they'd say, "You like watching me fuck this whore?" It hurt my feelings, to the point I almost hit the timeout button. But I let it go. So calling her a whore hurts her feelings. Assuming it was the heat of the moment dirty talk. Oh, plus hold on. There's parentheses at the bottom that says, plus, I am a whore. I just command respect and won't see or re-see clients if they are genuinely disrespectful. I don't understand if you just admit you're a whore, but you don't want to be called a whore.
I mean, never mind.
Woman logic. It's got to be.
No, that's not all women logic. There's things I could say, but
it's all about the connotation and tone in which she was called the whore.
She wants it to be a respectful whore call, not a degrading one.
Exactly.
I don't know, because
hey
they were fucking. Yeah, you look beautiful, whore?
Well, if it's part of the game they're playing, then it's fine. But that's the point she was trying to make, is that they didn't clear that with her. So when you just said it out loud, it was taken aback a bit.
Okay, hey, Tits, I'm going to call you a whore a bunch, okay? All right, now that we got that out there. Whore, shut up, whore. Anyway, number 6. If you
lack of one.
If you suspect, hey, I have one.
There you go.
If you suspect your partner is secretly bi or gay, this could be a good litmus test. Just think how you'll handle it when the truth comes out. He might be gay, I'm not sure. Let's bring another dude in the mix and find out.
If he likes it up the asshole, then he's probably Frank Ward.
I got none for that one.
He can't argue with the truth.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just nice, Helps loosen it up.
Now do you understand why I said you're probably a little plugged up back there, Frank?
I just said it helped loosen it up. So, yeah.
So thumb in the bum, that was a Freudian slip?
That's something.
Number 7. If you are the man,
there?
make damn sure you attend to your woman during the threesome. Don't overemphasize or overly focus on the new person. Always remind your lady via eye contact, or as Gibby would say, VIA, eye contact, verbal validations, and physical actions that she's your number one. And this isn't going to threaten your relationship.
You're here with us in spirit, and Frank's bad English.
If she's comfortable and turned on enough to watch you bang someone else, or focus on the third person more, you will likely know this is going in. Oh, did I? No? You will likely know this is going in. Okay. If not, assume she's your primary focus. Same goes for gender reversal. Like chick with strap-on doing you in the bum. Does that make it gay?
No, like like, I don't think that's really what they mean by that. Like, usually,
No,
like,
but serious question.
basically, like a role reversal. And yes, it probably does, Frank. So stop having people bang you in the asshole. It's just not good for you.
It's fine. Makes me happy.
What a shame.
Are you really gonna? How do you do a gender? Like, just dress up like a girl and a guy, but then just.
I think so, and then maybe like switch roles. Like, I guess if a female's usually more dominant than the male is, and like, you know what I mean? Like, ew.
Kinda. But not really.
It's basically like a role reversal on top of it.
Sure. I'm going with she puts the strap on and does you in the bum. Number 8.
We don't hear about your Thursday nights, Frank.
How'd you know it was Thursday? Well, I think we've covered most of the other nights anyway.
Pretty much.
Number 8, have a dignified and realistic parting of ways. Don't do the fake, let's do this again. The bad first date cop-out. Try and end on a high note, but also be fair and realistic to each other in a way that all parties feel respected. If the chemistry is good, definitely entertain the thought of doing it again. And if the chemistry is off,
a high note?
Like jizz on her face and walk out? Huh. So, yeah. Make sure you guys know if you want to do it again or not do it again. Be clear. Number 9, don't get too addicted and carried away once you've popped your threesome cherry for the first time as a couple. Discuss as a couple how often you want to have threesomes, and whether you want the same person join or whatever you want to mix it up with. Establish rules about whether each of you are allowed to see the third party on your own, and if so, whether the boundary is a friendly coffee, fully clothed. I don't know, naked coffee is kind of enjoyable. Or some sexual activity within agreed upon
not
boundaries.
if you spill it.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't cook bacon naked. Shit's dangerous.
It is very dangerous.
I actually really don't even like doing it clothed, kind of. I normally bake my bacon. Comes out better. And less dangerous. And you can do that naked.
Well, yeah, no, not bake it. Like, don't you, like, put it in, like, a broiler, you mean?
Hey, put it on a cookie sheet in the oven.
Yeah.
What?
About
yeah,
$3.50.
You can do a whole pound at once.
Yeah.
For how long? And, what temperature? Like, wait, I want bacon.
You do it for, 5 minutes, flip it over 5 more minutes. It's delicious.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
At what temperature?
What temperature? We need a temperature.
350.
350.
Allie, we need to go to Shopper and get bacon.
I know.
Is it just me, or is, the generic temperature for everything 350? Because I swear to God, I said everything at, 350 or 400.
That is the generic temperature for everything, except I think some pies require 425.
Oh, yeah.
And some particular
French fries
roasts.
take a 425.
Yeah, the French fries, certain pies,
And
things that you want
anything with,
crisp.
anything with chicken usually needs it a little bit higher. I get those pop.
350.
350 for a half hour, you're good.
350.
No, those are $4.75.
No, 350 for a half hour.
Wait, do you mean frozen breaded chickens?
No. I said I get chicken pot pies, and they're $4.75.
Well, that's
a
pie.
It's a pot pie.
Yes, that falls.
But if you're
under
just
the pie
doing
realm.
if you're just doing chicken breasts, you're pretty good. 350 half hour.
Yep.
Oh no,
Flip it over once.
the popcorn chicken we get is $400.
I normally keep them covered for most of it, and then the last 10 minutes take the foil off. That way you can crisp up the outside.
Oh yeah, gotta crisp up the outside.
Yeah. Anyway, number 10, practice safe sex. This should be a no-brainer. Even if the third in your threesome is a trusted friend, either use condoms and other protections, or agree to get rapid testings prior to the encounter to rule out all STDs. Never assume someone's clean. Many people selfishly claim to be STD-free to avoid condom use and other protections. Yeah, well, I guess after a while it's now you have herpes, so you can't get double herpes.
You should know, Frank.
And you can't get double herpes. At least so I'm told. Super herpes. Or gonosypha herpocrabs.
Oh my God. Guys, Frank will from now on be known as Super Herp.
Super herp? At least I'm super.
For her.
At least I'm. Yeah, that's all. That was it. That wasn't really how to get a threesome. That was just like how to manage your threesome properly. So I'm a little let down with that list.
So at the end of the day, Frank's still not gonna have a threesome.
We knew that wasn't on the table. We knew that wasn't gonna happen. I don't know why you gotta.
And time for celebrity news.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
What the hell?
But will you guys? I'm going in.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Yeah, Frank! And here we go.
So, in celebrity news, I saw this today and I was a little curious about that. Slipknot guitarist Mick Thompson stabbed in the head by his brother. Slipknot guitarist Mick Thompson and his brother Andrew were rushed to a Des Moines hospital Wednesday morning after engaging in a bloody knife brawl that left both seriously injured. Police tell us the Thompson bros were hanging out clanging out in his Clive, Iowa. Frank, did you hear any sirens?
You realize Slipknot is from Iowa, right?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure their first CD is titled Iowa.
I had no idea. When
Corey Taylor's probably the best thing that's come out of here.
And a fight broke out. Cops say both guys appeared to be extremely intoxicated. The two men suffered multiple stab wounds, and Mick got nailed in the back of the head. Police are currently investigating. So far, no files have been charged. We've reached out to the band, but so far, no word. I just don't understand why, A, they were drinking in the morning, B, how it ended
Iowa.
in a night.
That too.
True.
But
B,
day drinking's awesome.
how it ended in a knife fight, and C, how he's functioning if he got stabbed in the back of the head.
Because he's a man from Iowa. We're tough. Roar. Grunt.
It's because they don't have any brains, so it doesn't do any damage.
True story.
Well, I was trying to lead away from that one.
Sorry, Frank. I like facts.
I know.
Hold on. No. So my next one is Lil Wayne's Miami mansion. Gunshots reported, but cops giving the clear. So this is hilarious.
Maybe not.
No, Lil Wayne's an asshole. That's what it is. So apparently, Miami Beach police responded Wednesday afternoon at the home of Lil Wayne after getting a call saying 4 people inside had been shot, but it turned out to be a case of swatting. Police took the incident seriously, clearing the area of the home before making their way inside to determine it was all a hoax.
Sarah already said it.
So, this is the second time the police went to the home in less than 2 weeks. They previously went out to check out on a suspicious person who had been lurking outside the home. As for Wayne, he put people's minds at ease before the cops determined everyone is okay. And a tweet from Young Money account read, "Wayne is okay. The home wasn't home during the alleged events." Wayne posted a photo of him in his recording studio that also seemed to double as a message to whoever prank called him. He also tweeted, "Prank call Wayne."
It was probably Justin Bieber.
I hate Lil Wayne so much.
It's probably Justin Bieber.
Well, Justin Bieber needs to be stabbed, so there's that.
By Lil Wayne. Canada. Is he in Canada now?
I don't know, but I'll find him.
All right.
Who? Justin Bieber?
Mm-hmm.
I'll help you. I hope he falls off a cliff.
Road trip.
Yes.
I can't go to Canada. I feel like that should be brought out. Not for another 2 years.
Okay. Why?
Legal reasons.
Were you touching yourself in public?
What did you do?
I raped a Mountie and a moose.
So...
Might have been a moose in a Mountie uniform.
So...
Was it a Mountie mounting a moose? And then you mounted them both?
Covered in maple syrup.
Sexy.
So apparently...
Listening to Rush.
The next story that I have, and it's not much, but apparently Renee Zellweger's face is another story again. Because apparently her getting a haircut is a huge deal. And she looks like... Look, you have to see it. She looks like she used to. I feel
Weren't we just calling her like super ugly like a couple weeks ago?
Well, look at this. So like there's a picture from like There's the picture from when she got all of her like her face redone, and now she's back and she looks normal. I feel like that person that was claiming to be Renee Zellweger was a lie. There's no way that like that. I refuse to believe that.
Still looks kind of gross.
But I just don't understand.
Just more normal
how
gross.
She can go. It doesn't make any sense. Because in either one, she just like the first one, she looks more like herself, but the second one, I don't understand. I mean, either way, yes, she's gross. I agree. I just don't get it.
I'm not an avid Renee Zellweger follower.
Neither am I, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Right?
It just doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry. Move on.
You should be sorry.
Move on.
Well,
I don't really have any other celebrity news. TMZ didn't have anything.
What do you mean? But they, and I believe I saw it on Facebook a while ago that they announced they're going to have another Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, an all-guy one, right?
Yes. As a response to the all-female one, they're like, yeah, well, we'll just throw another all-guy one out there. Don't know why they couldn't just do like half and half. 2 dudes, 2 girls.
They're going to ruin Ghostbusters.
The only problem I had with it is just they shouldn't call it Ghostbusters and try to carry that franchise if you're completely changing the entire cast. I mean, I get it, the cast is old, but call it something else and just make it a new thing.
Is it one of them dead?
Yes.
Who died?
The dude. Why can't I think of his name? But anyway.
Was it the black guy, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, or the one with the glasses?
The one with the glasses.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Rittman.
It's fine. You're useless. Nick already answered my question.
But he didn't really answer the question.
Nah, his name's avoiding me for some reason.
Here's the problem.
Ivan Rittman?
Won't talk.
She what?
Blueberg's sitting here and not talking.
Yes.
The help.
Harold Ramis.
The help. Sorry. Sure. Harold Ramis?
Yeah. Which Dace is, if he's still listening, he's probably freaking out that we weren't faster on that.
Yeah, it's fine. That's his fault. He shouldn't be in Seattle right now.
But anyway, yeah.
What happens when you leave the country? Did anyone else see Kim Kardashian with the nasty ass blonde hair?
No.
What?
No. No.
Is she still alive?
Who, Allie?
No.
Kim Kardashian?
Kim Kardashian. I hope Allie's still alive.
Well, she sounds like she might be dying.
Sadly, Kim Kardashian is still alive, yes.
No. You can hit her on your tour. Get her and Kanye. And Bieber.
Actually, true story. If we're going after the Kardashians, count me in.
Actually, have you either one of you seen the movie God Bless America?
Yes, I went to the premiere with Bobcat Goldthwait in Philly, and then I went to the after party with clown-themed burlesque dancers, and it was phenomenal.
Jesus Christ, Nick. You couldn't have jumped on that one any faster.
That was like the highlight of my college career was hanging out with Bobcat Goldthwait.
Who is that?
The writer, producer, director.
You actually hung out with him? Like,
yeah.
Actually him?
Yeah, the premiere was one showing, and there was only about 30 people there at the Ritz 5 in theater in Philly.
Well, that's awesome. Because it's an awesome movie.
Oh, yeah, it's a phenomenal movie.
Kind of makes me want to go postal because his name is Frank. And I just feel like we're related. What is going on over there?
We broke Zoidberg. She just kept doing the whoop, 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 whoop.
Did you hit her in the head?
No. Water.
Is she drunk?
Water, bitch. I think
I
so.
thought that he was a robot.
Well.
And what about Zoidberg?
Oh, this isn't news.
Yeah, well, if it has anything to do with you, probably
a little
not.
sidetracked, I think.
No, I didn't mean what we're talking about. I meant I clicked a link and it wasn't what I wanted.
So what was
Cards
it?
Against Humanity version game now available free online.
Sweet.
Browser-based app.
Sweet.
Vince
So,
Gilligan,
I
Breaking
vote
Bad's
we do
creator,
a
asked people to stop tossing pizzas on the roof of the home used for the show.
That's awesome.
Firefly shows actor Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk begin crowdfunding campaign for Con Man web series. It's the quickest way to see us back on the spaceship.
Nathan Fillion's not allowed to do anything till I get a Dr. Horrible sing-along blog sequel.
Then how come you didn't like my post on Facebook today?
What was your post?
It was Man's Gotta Do scene with Neil Patrick Harris and Nathan Fillion and Felicia Day.
Seriously, I need a sequel to that. That was the best thing they ever did.
It was hilarious.
Phenomenal.
I feel like I'm missing out.
You should look it up. It's on Netflix.
Seriously, go watch it right now.
Dr. Horrible sing-along blog.
ASAP.
All right.
It's only, I think it's only like 47 minutes long, but
that's right. I got time to kill.
It's wonderful. Okay. Although I do vote after this, we should all go play Cards Against Humanity. Really, Zoidberg? Really?
What is she doing over there? Why isn't she more into this show? You know, conversing and whatnot.
Like us.
Are we going to play Cards Against Humanity via Skype? Is that what you're suggesting?
Play it online.
It's online.
You can play it online.
Yeah, I'll see if it has a link.
Yeah, you should post a link. Because maybe we can get Gibby to play since we think he died.
Sorry, these headphones are killing me.
Like, do you have to get it at the App Store? What's the deal here?
Oh, it's an app? That'd be even better.
I think so. I'm waiting for my Facebook to actually load. Free, get it here now. Get it where now? What do you know, Jerry Doyle? Tell me your secrets. My computer is a piece of shit. Or Facebook's a piece of shit.
So it matches you?
I guess.
Damn. You're tearing Frank up tonight.
She doesn't have Gibby to pick on, so I'm just getting all the heat.
When do you come to Jersey, Frank?
Saturday.
Seriously.
All right.
Oh my gosh, Saturday?
Saturday. Why are you laughing?
Just in time for my birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Hilarious that even Frank, that even Nick doesn't like you.
What?
Nothing.
How is that funny about me coming out Saturday?
So does that mean we're gonna hang out? We're all gonna hang out on Sunday if Dace is
You're not invited.
Wait.
Clearly not invited.
We're hanging out Sunday?
Saturday.
Who's that Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah. I actually like Frank.
Pub crawl Saturday?
Thank you, Zoidberg. Thank you.
That means we need to kill a Pong again.
Yes. Thank you. I have one person that likes me, and that's all I need.
That's the best thing I've said the whole show.
Why won't you tell me where to get this game? It tells me it's online, and you can get it, and it's on your phone. Go to the App Store. Go into the App Store.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Oh, God. Cards.
Don't be scared. It'll only hurt a little bit.
That's all right. I got a lot of practice.
Everyone likes a little pinch and squeeze every now and then.
Found it.
Where? On the App Store?
Hold on.
I think the show sidetracked a little bit.
Originality. CardsAgainstOriginality.com.
What?
CardsAgainstOriginality.com.
Oh, hey, there it is.
I know. I just sent it to you.
No. I found it on this link that finally got me somewhere.
All
the other links were just screenshots, and it was pissing me off.
Did I give you the right link though?
I don't know. Did you?
Cards Against Originality.
I'm waiting.
Loading.
Yeah, waiting. Yep. Same here. Still loading.
Either way.
This webpage.
I think she sent us a virus. It was a trap.
No.
Let me try your link. I tried the original link you gave me and it didn't work. Loading. This isn't going to be like a lemonparty.org kind of website, is it?
I don't know. Hold on.
Do not go to what I just said.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Do not go. If you really want to, it's lemonparty.org, but you do not want to go there.
What is lemonparty.org?
At least I'm pretty sure it's .org. But either, you do not want to go there. Do not go to lemonparty.org. I know now you're seriously curious, but you will forever regret it for the rest of your life if you go there. Just remember, there's something you just cannot unsee. But on the plus side, the Cards Against Humanity thing finally loaded.
Yeah, but it didn't quite load right. I have like an eighth of a page.
Oh, God damn it. Now they care about the potholes after I break my fucking caliper.
You still need to be in the same room to play. Aw, lame. So you still... No. Why do you still have to be in the same room if it's online?
Yeah, after I break my goddamn caliper, they decided to take care of the fucking potholes. Awesome.
And it... Oh, there's the new game button. It's covered by the Skype call thing. So, new game. What does this do?
It's not even loading for me.
So. The new game button does not work.
So, Saturday we'll just do this in person, like real human beings?
Dace refuses to play it.
Why?
I don't know.
Did any of you sign up for their 7 or whatever days of Kwanzaa giveaway stuff?
Yeah, one of them was they gave away a piece of an island.
Yeah, I got my own piece of an island.
The closest you'll ever come to anything exotic.
Damn.
It's not really all that exotic. It's like off the coast of Maine or New York. Maine?
But anyways, I have to babysit Saturday, so if we can push it to Sunday, that'd be great.
Or you're just not invited. Birthday. You're just not invited? Is that an option?
Bitch, please.
No tits?
But she has tits.
Really?
So? We can find other tits.
No, you can't.
There's the internet. Still counts.
Yeah, but hers are impressive.
But there's the internet.
There is the internet.
See? We're still doing the show, aren't we? This is still
the show is kind of sidetracked a little bit.
We are, so we should probably end it before we scar people.
Allie for the win. I don't know why we're...
All right.
I'm supportive. Allie for the win.
We're getting a Zoidberg cameo?
What? Yeah, we've had a Zoidberg cameo.
Every once in a while.
But she's far in the distance in the back.
See? There she is.
I'm very good at doing the Zoidberg noise.
No, I'm good at it. I'm just tired.
I just tired?
Not very good with words either.
Anyways, guys.
Lobsters don't know
so I think it's time to end the show because it's kind of starting to lag. So we're going to just go around and do what we usually do with the usual plugs. Frank, what do you have to plug?
Go to thedacemanShow.com. What? Was there a public joke in there?
Yes.
There was? I feel so bad I missed it because I was pumped about doing the plug.
Yeah, you probably should be happy you missed it because we burned you real bad.
So it was a butt plug joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
I
go
said,
ahead.
Frank, what do you have to plug? And
plug.
Zoidberg said his butt.
I probably should plug my butt, I guess, after all the talking about anal work. Anal seepage is not a good thing. Anyway, go to thedacemanShow.com, and you can still probably donate to the charity there since I haven't taken that down yet. So, there's that. Also, follow The Daceman Show on Twitter at The Daceman Show. Got a whole 28 followers. Like us on Facebook. We got a whole bunch of them. Which, don't you owe us a surprise or something? Tits? Don't you owe us your tits?
Did we definitely reach 1,000 before the tonight?
Yeah, pretty sure we're at like 1,024 or something like that.
All right, guys. Well, then you keep going. I'll say what I'm gonna do. Go ahead.
Oh, hold on, because is that a real number?
What?
1,491.
Well, this week alone, the page has gotten 1,036 on its own.
Like?
Yeah.
Does he pay for people to like it?
I don't know. I don't know what he did, but
I
right
think
now
he hired.
our total.
He hired people in like little Indonesian countries, I think, because a lot of the names look super foreign.
Seriously. I
Super
know.
foreign.
But yeah, we are close to 1,500 likes. All right, guys. So since we've hit 1,000, I'll have something for once we get to me. So keep going, Frank. Do what you want to do.
Okay. Then no, that's really actually about it. He plugs things. He wrestles, I think, but not right now because he's got time off. So I don't know if I talk about that. He was doing a Web Goddess tournament thing again, but I know he hasn't updated on the second round of brackets yet. But you can go vote for your favorite internet goddess.
He's not here right now. He can plug his own shit when he gets here. Next week.
Fine. What is this other link you just posted?
It's our game for Cards Against Originality once we start playing.
Okay. Anyway, that's all my plug is. Pluggy.
All right, Frank, what do you got to plug besides Frank's butthole?
You just say Frank. What do you have to plug besides Frank's butthole?
I meant Nick. Well,
we already did. Nick, you're plugging my butt for me?
I will not be plugging your butthole. That is not going to happen.
Okay. All right. Well, it doesn't hurt to ask.
I have nothing to plug. It is my birthday, and I want to hear what Trish has to tell us. Some sort of surprise is coming.
So, next week, since we did hit 1,000, I'll give everyone to give us a chance to hit 2. The first person to call in next week will definitely get a prize from me. But if we hit 2,000 before next week, the second person to call in will also get something. But that involves calling in people, so that actually involves listening too. The only way you get something is if you're actually listening. Liking the page doesn't do shit. My grandma would do that. So, first person to call in next week definitely gets a prize, but if we reach 2,000 by next week, the second person to call in will also get a prize. Probably a gift card. I haven't exactly decided where or what amount yet. Depends on how good I feel that week.
Who's
so that's
taking
what's
me
going
out
to go
for
on.
some lobster? Oops, that's kind of cannibalism.
Cannibalism! Zoidberg, what do you have to plug besides your mouth and other cannibalistic ideas?
Check out Say Yes, Big No on YouTube.
Is that all she said through the show, so she could just sneak in a plug?
Pretty much. I think so.
Dirty trick.
She plugs my channel anyway.
She has a dirty trick. All right, guys. So, Dace isn't here. I guess it's finally my chance to say it, even though I don't really like him that much. For the few, for the proud, and for the Dace-tacular, tonight was probably shit. Have a good night.